Hi, everyone. I know it's been a while since I've been live on YouTube Tips and More. I've been just putting up the videos and letting you guys see the videos. But I really want to get on today because today's lesson is on your energy. And I think this is a good lesson for today. And I really hope that you enjoy it and that you get what it's talking about. So let me go ahead and jump into tonight's lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I used to force myself to edit videos at 8 a.m. and wonder why everything took twice as long. Then I discovered my personal energy map, and I literally doubled my productivity without working more hours. And let me show you how I create. Let me show you how to create yours. Welcome back to Creatively Miss Me, YouTube Tips and More. I'm Stephanie and I'm glad you're here. Now, this might be the most important video in this entire series because it's about working with your body instead of against it. Most productivity advice tells you to wake up at 5 a.m. and do your hardest work first. But what if you're not a morning person? What if your creative energy peaks at 9 p.m.? You're not broken. You just need to understand your energy patterns and schedule around them. That's what we're doing today. By the end, you'll know exactly when to film and when to edit and when to do administrative work and when to rest. So let's go. Number one. Now, what is your energy map? Your energy map is basically a visual representation of your natural productivity pattern throughout the day. Think about it. You don't have the same energy at 7 a.m. that you have at 2 p.m. or 10 p.m., right? Your body has natural rhythms. This is called your daily rhythms, and it affects your focus and your concentration, your creativity, your decision making ability, your physical energy, and your moods. Here's what blew my mind: everyone's daily rhythm is different. Some people are naturally morning people. And they call them larks. Their peak mental performance is 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Some people are night owls, and their peak mental performance is 4 to 10 p.m. Most people are somewhere in between. Now, for years, I tried to do the morning person because that's what all the productivity gurus say. I forced myself to edit at 8 a.m., and it would take me 3 hours. Yeah, then I tried editing at 2 p.m. and it took me 90 minutes. Same video, same editing, half the time. The work didn't change, the timing changed. Now, how to create your energy map. Now, you need to track your energy for 1 week. That's it, just 7 days. Here's exactly what you need to do: set a reminder every 2 hours, an alarm on your phone or so at 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, and so on throughout the day up until 10 p.m. Okay? Now, rate your energy at each checkpoint. When the alarm goes off, quickly rate your energy on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 to 3, low energy, sluggish, focused, unfocused, and you need caffeine. 4 to 6 is medium energy. You're okay, you're functional, but you're not inspired. 7 to 9 is high energy. You're focused, energized, and ready to work. 10 is peak energy. In this zone, you're creative and you're unstoppable. Okay, so write it down or use a tracker that I'm giving free to you down below in the description. Also, note what you're doing. If you're working, you're eating, exercising, resting, or creating content at those times, or socializing. This context matters. Okay? Now, do this for 7 days. Don't skip a day. You need a full week because your energy might vary from Monday versus Saturday. Now, after 7 days, look at your data, and when you are consistently high energy times or when you're consistent at low energy times. For me, it took me like 8 a.m., 4 to 10, I need coffee. 10, 6 to 10, I was warming up. 12, I peak one. Number two, from 2 o'clock, it was peak two, was the best time for me. And 4 o'clock, I'm still good. 6, I started declining. 8, I was tired. 10, I was ready for bed. My peak meal hours are 12 to 4. Yours might be completely different. Now, matching tasks to your energy levels. Now this is the magic, is matching your task to your energy. High energy times are creative work from 8 to 10. This time is for filming videos. You need to be on, engaging, energetic, and on camera. So you have to be on, right? Writing scripts. Creative writing requires mental energy. Brainstorming ideas. Coming up with new concepts needs creativity. Problem solving. Figuring out tough editing or technical issues. For me, this is 12 to 4. So I film between 1 and 3 p.m. and I write scripts at noon. What I don't do during the peak energy is check emails, scroll social media, or watch tutorials or organize files. Those are energy wasting activities during my best hours. My medium energy times for administrative work is from 10 to 12. For this time, I respond to emails, important but not creative, and I answer YouTube comments, engaging but not exhausting. I schedule my social media following a system where I go to each one and answer questions or whatever. Updating my dashboard, administrative tasks. That's my Excel sheet. Light research, grabbing information but not deep work. Okay, for me, this is 10 to 12 and 4 to 6 p.m. This work is important but doesn't require peak brain power. Now, the low energy times is passive learning. Now, for me, that's watching competitors' videos. You're learning but not creating. Taking online courses, passive consumption. Listen to podcasts while doing dishes or folding laundry. Sorting files, mindless organization, light editing, technical tasks like color corrections that don't require creativity. For me, this is 8 to 10 p.m. and after 6 p.m. I'm not sharp enough to create for creative work, but I still do useful things. Don't waste these hours completely, but don't expect high performance either. Now, here are some examples for my schedule, okay? Now, let me show you what a typical day looks like that I understand my energy map. 8 a.m., I wake up, energy 4 to 10. I make coffee, a light breakfast. I watch a YouTube video from a creator that I'm following and learn to create. Now, then I organize my desk, a mindless task. 10 o'clock, administration block where energy level is 6 to 10. I check and respond to emails for 30 minutes, respond to YouTube comments for 20 minutes, post on Instagram stories as if I'm doing it that day. At 11:30, I set up and prepare and I get ready to film. I put up my scripts for the day's video. I set up lighting and cameras. I get dressed and I get ready. By 12:30, I'm filming. I have the energy to film today, okay? This is my peak energy and it shows on the camera. Now, 2:30 p.m., creative work continues. Energy levels at 8 to 10. And I review footage, create thumbnail mocks, and I write tomorrow's script. That's if I haven't already done it. By 4:30, it's administration work and easy tasks, energy levels between 6 and 10. I schedule social media posts for the week and update my dashboard, which is my Excel. Now I do light research for next week's video. By 6 in the evening, I'm winding down. Energy levels about 4 to 10. I make dinner, maybe watch a tutorial while eating, relax, no work. See how difficult this is from waking up early and doing hard work first? I tried that for years and burnt out. Now I work with my energy and I'm more productive with less stress. A few more tips. Now, tip number one, protect your peak hours. Don't schedule meetings during your peak energy time. Don't scroll social media. Guard these hours fiercely. Number two, take strategic breaks. Even during the power or the peak energy time, take 5 minutes break every hour. Walk around, stretch. This maintains your energy. Number three, identify energy drains. What kills your energy? For me, it's checking emails first thing in the morning, so I stopped. What's yours? Number four, work with your type. If you're a night owl, don't force morning routines. Schedule your creativity work at night. Build your life around your reality, not someone else's ideas. Now, all right, let's go and track our energy. And remember, you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The links are down below. I would love to connect with you there. And I'll see you here next week on Creatively Miss Me. Bye bye.
Well, that was today's lesson on energy levels. Now, when I started paying attention to mine, as I stated, and stopped listening to other people, things started flowing a little easier for me. That's why all my scripts for a majority of my healthy tips and more and my YouTube tips and more, when I found my topics, which I shared before, how we plan for the year with our topics and then how we go from there. When I went to the next step, that's when I started planning my scripts. Well, I have most of my scripts done up until July, I believe. I think it's the second week or maybe the full month of July. I have scripts already written. Now, I haven't gone in and critiqued them. You know how you go in and you do your first draft and you get things, get things ready and put it in the right, right platforms. I've done that. And when I have the scripts ready and the title, then that's when I go ahead and I do my thumbnails and then the flyer cards that I put in the community tabs. And then I also go ahead at that time and I go ahead and I write my hook and my description. And then I find my tags. So all of this is generally put in a spreadsheet for me. As I do it, I go and I finish it. Now, like they say, like, and Sean Kennel taught us, when you're in a zone, if you're writing scripts, then when you finish one, write another one. When you finish that one, write another one. Don't jump from script, then do thumbnails, then this and this, because you've thrown yourself out of that zone you're in. So when I do my scripts, I take the titles that I have already written and I may pull out 4 titles from YouTube Tips and More, 4 titles from Healthy Tips and More. And then I say, okay, now I'm going to write these scripts for each one of these today. And I sit down and I go to work on each title, writing the scripts, writing the scripts, writing the scripts. When I finish all those scripts, then it may not be the same day. It may be the next day that I jump on and I do all the thumbnails, all the flyers. And then when I finish those, I have enough time to go ahead and do descriptions for each one of the videos. Then when I finish the descriptions, I always look at what I wrote in the script about it and think about what I wrote in the script. And then I write my hooks. So I go in an order for me that works and it helps me stay ahead. And that's why I have all the scripts for Healthy Tips and More and YouTube Tips and More done to July. Now I know come May, my goal is in May is to write the rest of the year script for both channels. So come May, I'll do August, September, October, November, and December for both channels. Now, to let you know that with YouTube Tips and More, it's only one every Sunday. So that's every Sunday, a script for every month. And then for Healthy Tips and More, it's one for every Wednesday for the rest of the year. And then, but I do cut out holidays and like basketball playoff time, Super Bowl time. I edit those out. Also, I don't film or do a show on Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. Certain holidays, I don't do an episode because I want to spend that time with my family or my loved ones. Okay. So, finding your energy map when you know that you're best on it, then that's when you put your most work in, and you'll start to follow it. When you see the forms that I have put down below for you to link in, once you see those scripts, those forms, then you can find when your peak time is and know, okay, this is my best time of the day for me to knock all this stuff out. I'm at high energy. I'm at a go. I'm at a go. And when I found out what my time was, that's when more stuff started getting done because I get in the zone and I go. So that was been the lesson for the day on your energy. Does anyone have any questions about the energy levels? Nancy, thank you for coming on. I'm so glad that you're here. And you said you're taking notes. You're funny. She says she's taking notes on my peak time so she can call me and interrupt me. This is my girlfriend. She's too funny. But I'm glad I'm here live today on this episode because I thought this was a really important episode that not too many people know when their peak time is. They try, like I did, to follow the gurus. Get up at 6, get up at 8, work, work, work. But everybody doesn't have that morning energy. And I've slowly been trying to get myself back into getting up at, at 7 and getting out and started walking. So with this weather here, that kind of slowed it down because the other morning was 25 and I know I wasn't going out in 25. But I do have some in-home exercises that I'm going to start doing and filming on those cold days if I'm not out taking somebody somewhere. But I'm glad you stopped in today, and I want to thank the people on the replay. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps me. It lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content, so other people can be notified when I have something up. So I want to thank you all for dropping in today and learning something new today with me. And I'll see you next week here on Creatively Miss Me. Bye bye.